Okay, hello.
Hey.
Alright. Let me begin. Alright, just make sure you pay attention on Skype. You should be able to see my screen now, right?
Alright.
You can see it, right? Yes? No?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Um, so we'll just jump right into the game. First problem is your summoners. It's always flash teleport, never anything else for any reason. Jarvan can make a play with flash, and you should not have. I mean, the teleport is acceptable. Ignite is acceptable in certain situations in which you need an ignite, like you're facing a Vladimir, you're facing a Soraka. In this case, you have the Soraka, but you can't ever, like, flash is a must. You just opt out between choosing flash or choosing ignite. You can't drop flash, but you can drop teleport or um for ignite, or you can drop ignite for teleport. Either way, you can't have both combat summoners and not flash, because you have a combination with your EQ where you EQ then flash forward and you get the knockup based on where your body is. It's difficult to do, it's difficult to land, but it's one of the most mechanical parts about playing J4. And if you land it, you can get like some really sick combos where you go straight and then you curve it like down, so you get a multi-man knockup, and it looks retarded, but it works out really well, because then if you have a Yasuo on your team, every single player gets knocked up based off your flash, then you are them in place. Okay, so the first thing you do is you scale up your Q and you kind of stand still here. This is I don't understand this. This is an easy level 2 power spike. So he starts Q, and then your natural response is to Q the entire wave. That's what every single Jarvan does, because what you do is on top you have a passive that allows you to win every single trade that you get, as long as your passive is up. So you don't run Thunderlords in top lane Jarvan, unless you're going full AD. Instead, what you should have done is you should have gone Grasp of the Undying. Second, you could go Colossus, but I don't recommend Colossus because it only works if you EQ them. Grasp of the Undying is better, because basically if you're in combat against enemy champions for, I think, 4 seconds, it'll proc, and then it'll be up, and then you proc it by hand. So you hit him and then you proc it, right? So what that allows you to do is you hit him with your passive, and that gives you, because it gives you extra damage, right? It's like it deals bonus physical damage. So you hit him and you deal extra damage, and if you hit him with grasp, you do even more damage. So you basically fuck up their HP, like an entire bar gets dropped, maybe more, and then you keep trading with them. You E them, then that's gonna put you in combat, and then you wait for a little bit. They either back away from you Q or they don't, and then you Q them, and then you auto them, and that's 3 hits. While that's Thunderlords, that's also Grasp of the Undying, and if it hits you back, you get HP back, because Grasp of the Undying gives you a trade. Like, it heals you for a small amount of HP. And then on top of that, you're going 12-0-18, which allows you to be really durable, really tanky in the early game, and like you build glass cannon damage, like you build Titanic Hydra, you build Duskblade if you feel like it, you build Cleaver, and then you build full tank, and then you build 1 tank boots. With all those items in mind, that's raw damage first, then the tank items. What that means is you need some sort of durability, because you're not innately tanky. Like, all you have is your E and your W, and that's not really enough. The reason you push early is because you have a long skill shot that goes through minions. It's not like Ezreal Q, or like a regular skill shot that doesn't pass through minions, that just stops at the first target. So instead, right here, as soon as these guys line up, you can stand right here in between these minions and straight shot like all 6. That'll lower their HP, increasing your probability of hitting level 2 before your opponent. Gary neither takes E or Q at level 1. If he takes W, he's mentally retarded, and you just go after him because he's a big minion. Remember that, like, he's literally a big minion. You shouldn't be afraid, and the reason why is because, well, right now you have to be afraid because you don't know what he's skilled. But either way, you should try to poke the whole wave. I know the Jarvan matchup because I've played against Jarvan as top lane Swain, because I'm a Swain main, and I know this because every single time you play against the Jarvan, they're gonna do the same thing. They're always gonna hit level 2, like trying to push the wave at level 1 using Q. You don't ever get E at level 1 because what the fuck does it do? Like, you just drop a flag on the floor. Like, that does no damage, that does no pushing potential. It doesn't give you any sort of like present in the lane. So you Q this wave, and then you also don't have to buy this. This is good, like this is okay, but corrupting potion is better because you can Q the guy, or if you're crazy, you can, like, let's say you're level 2, you drop a flag on him and you pop your corrupting pot, then he takes burn damage. That's stupid. Or you Q the wave and you get corrupting pot. That's also stupid. I'm just saying that's some of the stuff that's available. But corrupting pot gives you like 3 it's like 3 health pots and 3 mana pots. It's like a crystalline flask from last season. Like it gives you good sustain and it helps you, again, it helps you win trades. But
So just a better choice than the Doran shield.
in this case, yeah, because you're gonna be trading with him a lot. Like you can trade it while at full HP too, because he's gonna hit you back. And if you have grasp, he's definitely you're gonna win, because like you stay in combat for 4 seconds and the thing lasts for like 12 seconds or something, right? And then you just hit, and you just run him down. Remember, if you hit level 2, you will always run your opponents down. Like nobody fucks up with Jarvan's level 2. There's like Jarvan level 2, there's Brand level 2, you know, those champions, like you just don't mess with them. Now, since you're in this situation, like, and you can't change it, and you're still at full mana, it's a little awkward. You hit this thing really hard, and it's right here. You got hit by martial candidates, can't be hit for a short duration. Smash, it's gone. You can hit him in the face when he goes for the minion, but if he auto attack resets, then with his Q, then he's gonna hit you. See, like, look how much damage you did to him. Like that's like let's see, 560. So that's like a little over 100. Now, if you have Grasp of the Undying, that's another, that you basically deal 200 damage, and if you have corrupting potion, you burn him for a little bit more than that, like maybe like 5 more damage, but everything counts. And the burn damage threatens him in lane, because he has his passive only gives him like health regen, so it's down. So he has to either sit back really far, like, oh shit, he hits hard. And then he's gonna, if he sits back and, you know, does that, that means you can hit level 2 before him. Now when he charges like this, yes, it's fine to go back into the minions. You want to go up into the minions, because if he hits you for any reason, your minions will aggro him and he loses the trade. So he goes for this. All he has left is auto attacks. What do you have? You know, autos and Qs. You also have ignite. Because you're running this, you can't really change it. But because you're running it, I have to adapt to the situation and tell you how you play it based on your current combat summoners. Auto that. You can, if you want to auto, you can auto it when it's a little high, like not when it's at like 10 HP, but more when it's at like 50, because you actually deal a lot more damage. Like your last hitting is like really strong. Okay, so this Q is a little awkward because when you hit level 2 off of this minion, you're gonna get E, and then you don't really have anything to, you just get the flag and you kind of just leave it. Just don't touch the minions. Let them crash into the tower. This is a bad trade. Cause you lose this creep, and then because the minions have to aggro differently, you lose that creep too. So you lost 40 gold for that trade, and it's not worth it, because that's equivalent to 1 potion. You didn't pop your potion, but that doesn't mean that, like, you know, it's the value of the potion is actually important. He's also up on CS on you because he got the entire wave and you didn't get anything back. Pushing, knowing when to push and knowing when to push is very important, and the reason why you should know when to push is because Jarvan always pushes at level 1, and you put yourself at risk while doing so. But if you hit level 2, you have an escape. You just EQ away or you EQ forward. So right here, this is called a high variance play. This guy's just choosing to invade a level 2 Maokai. When you see this on your map, like, this should be an indicator that you should be able, you have no lane priority, which means that, you know, he has the first move. He's literally looking down, like he has the first move. You should be pinging your jungler back, and you should be hard farming this wave or pushing it hard back. Because if Garen opts to leave, you win the CS war. If Garen opts to stay, he opts to stay. Like, you keep him there. You punch him. You constantly keep him here. But you don't, like, just let the guy go without, like, I should expect some pings. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a I need to help my team kind of thing. You gotta get some pings down there. So he doesn't. Okay, he looked down. He should have gone down. He has lane priority. I don't understand why he didn't go, but okay. So you're telling me he's gonna let Maokai, like, get fucked, right? Let's see what happens. Okay. So these trades, like, they're aggressive as fuck, right? But you can win them back. Like, especially when you hit 3. See, like, look at this damage. If you had grasp, you would cut him and you would heal it back, and then you can tank him because you have a health regen passively due to 12018. Let me check what masters you're running. I'm thinking you're running 1218, not 018 or 12018. Yeah, so this is it's better to get Fury because you attack a lot. You need that for grasp. 1 point in vampirism, double edge is fine. If you're running this tree, this is usually a jungle thing, but junglers like to run. I prefer to run Colossus on junglers. Um, this is fine. This is fine. You can opt for secret stash. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine. Yeah, everything's fine here. Skill order. This is a little awkward on the skill order. Lethality. Okay, I see what you like about lethality. You should run the AD carry page. Just AD attack speed, AD armor, magic resist attack speed. You got a quadra, lol. It seems that your CS is also really poor. Cause like you missed like way too much. Jarvan has one of the easiest times last. He's like Oriana. Like he has one of the easiest times. Oh my god. Last hitting in the entire game due to the fact that his passive just gives him fucking like he gets like a mini like I think like a pickaxe equivalent. Like you start off with a pickaxe for every creep that you last hit, and if you're actually like actively quote unquote last hitting like this, like you always get the creep. And his animation is also really obvious too. He literally slams the fucking minion. Okay, so walk up and W the guy. Just walk up and W him. The reason why you walk up and W is because you get a slow, and then it forces them to either A, flash away, or B, like proc something to get away from you. Then you chase after with a Q. You can't just like when Warwick pinged like 3 times he was on his way, you couldn't just back off right there. Okay, so he flashed. Now you EQ. Like he has no escapes left. You should EQ. Doesn't matter if they're junglers here. You win this. You guys have more HP. Get the knock up. Slam auto. Drop the W. I don't understand. You win the trade. You have nothing to be afraid of. There's nobody Mia. Like bot lane's missing, but bot lane Soraka isn't gonna roam up at this kind of time. You don't expect that, and they'll lose their entire lane pressure. Like this is not the time for them to leave. There's nothing for you to should be afraid of. You missed out on a potential kill, or you missed out on potential mass lane pressure, because you're gonna force him to teleport, which means you're gonna be at +1 summoner advantage, which is your teleport. Also, you threaten him with ignite. You can't back up if you're going ignite, because that doesn't make sense. That's like I want to kill someone with combat with teleport and ignite, but as soon as I see the kill potential, I'm a backup. Like that doesn't make sense. Like he doesn't have anything, because when he uses his spells, they go on cooldown, and as soon as he uses them, they'll be on cooldown for an X amount of time, and then you have that open opportunity as a window to punish your opponent, to smash him, because they're nothing but a big minion, because they have no spells. When they do come up though, like you know, you can be afraid, but yeah. Okay. You're gonna miss that one. If you're gonna auto attack that one, it would be auto Q. You can use your spells to last hit. Right now you're pushing, just let it sit for a little bit. Wait till you officially make him recall before you do anything else. Conserve your mana. Like you only need to push at level 1 with all your mana, but that's not that hard to do, because like that's Jarvan. Okay. Yeah, you back up a lot. Like you don't need to, even though he silences you. I mean, you can drop a W to slow him down most of the time, because that's we call that a shield. When you shield, it's like having a Janna. When you shield someone, yeah, like this. See, like now he stops and he's like, "Fuck, I'm too slow." And it's a defensive mechanism. He has to cut through your shield before he cuts through your actual HP. And the more durable you are, like the harder it is for him to actually sit and cut through your HP. But the more you use your shield, the more mana you drop. So like when he's this low, just start fighting him, and you use your shield to initiate the trade. And then if he backs up, then you chase him down if he's lower. Because right here you would win every single trade as soon as his E is down. Just walk up and like auto E auto, or auto Q auto, or auto W auto, I mean. And then if he opts to go crazy on you, then just EQ him, like right here. I saw an opportunity for you to EQ if you had mana right there, because then you could have knocked him up in the tower. And that threatens his life. Like you should never be able to just walk up and take the CS for free. Jarvan can punish people like that. And then you rush Titanic Hydra, because that's broken as fuck right now. Well, not one of the not broken as fuck, but like so good on him. He just does so much damage with it, because like you already get enough damage from your fucking passive, like, right? And then you auto someone, and then you press the fucking Titanic Hydra, you reset your fucking auto, and then you smash their face in the ground. You gotta W more. Okay, so I just noticed like he was just gonna all in you right there. You should just W the trade. Like while he silences you, you just gotta spam the W button. As soon as your silence is undone, he doesn't like get his he doesn't get his ulti to execute you often. While it's a chance, it's like a chance you have to take because you're gonna live. Surviving against this guy is actually really important. You have so little gold. What the fuck? You need a control word. right there. You had 300 gold. I was like, I'm sure you have 27 CS, so you should have a lot more gold than that. You're sitting on at 1k. I would have bought. If I'm gonna go towards my Hydra, I definitely. Okay, so I would have bought 2 long swords. That's 700. Wait. Oh, you bought a refillable, right? Okay, so that's 2 long. I would have bought 2 long swords, a control word, and a shoe. Is that enough? That should be enough. Yeah. The reason why I would have bought a control word is because most notably is because notice that if you notice that Maokai was here at 3 minutes, that means that he didn't start here because nobody takes that fucking long in their jungle. He started here, which means that around 7 minutes he's gonna be up there again. Because you can tell by this, but you can also tell by your timers because the buffs mirror each other. He's on this one, he just finished it. As soon as this one spawns, this one will spawn across the map. It's called buff mirror match, like buff mirror spawn times, like because the opposing junglers start this side and then they go up, they work their way up. So that means by the time this one spawns, this one will also spawn, which means that the jungler will naturally, by law, they clear their damn buff, and then he'll be on this side of the map. So if you were to try, he cannot dive you if you are in the 50-50 zone, because then as soon as he gets in there, oh, time to back up, and you're safe. If you're in here, in this little zone, you froze it, then he can't dive you because he will kill himself. And if you're like all the way up here, then he'll go through here, in which case you have 2 trinket wards, you ward 1 here, you pink ward this, and you're completely safe. This will always be warded with your pink or your control word, and this will always be warded with your trinkets. You have 2 trinkets, so that means you have 6 minutes of vision of just free farming if you're always choosing to play aggressive. And you should be able to play aggressive because of all these circumstances, because 1, this guy's drawing all the attention down towards this side. These guys are drawing all this attention down towards this side of the map. Maokai's not going to gank you, and they don't deal that much damage because it's like a double tank comp. Like they have fucking Garen and they have fucking Maokai. They just kind of walk up and deal like 0 damage to you, especially when you're like all like this, like all buff and shit. You can put a second point in W at level 8 if you wish. Like it's not wrong to do that. I mean, like I've seen Jarvan's max the Q then W then E rather than Q then E then W. It doesn't really make it. I mean, it doesn't really make a difference in the short run, but in the long run, when you start grouping and team fighting, it's huge. Like you get a big shield. Like if you get more people, if I'm not mistaken, it's like based on for each nearby champion. So when you try to 1v2, that's why when I say when you EQ in, you should have W'd the floor if you didn't W initially to get the Warwick. Like when Warwick came in gank, you can W him to slow him. Then that gives the Warwick another fear, so you lock CC. If you didn't W then, when you EQ'd in to chase after the Garen who flashed, you should have W'd there because you get 2 people hit by the shield, which gives you a thicker shield, which allows you to stay in the front, which allows you to smash the fuck out of the Garen for a longer period of time. And then he's like, oh shit, he's not only got a lot of HP more than me, I have no flash, and he has a really big shield. I can't fight this. So then he backs up, and then you control the lane. Okay, that's cool too. I actually would have thought you were going to Q there because it looks like your Q would have killed all of them. Okay, so this right here, there's 2 things you could do. You can look bot for a dive, right? Because, okay, well, he's actually at dragon. I thought he was over here for some reason. I had miscalculated the map, but he's at dragon. So just keep your eyes on dragon. But in theory, if he was down here, I would actually look for a dive. Because then if they push these 2 minions, you just teleport onto the minion and they just dive. Like, you're not gonna see it. Oh, what the fuck? You're not gonna see it reliably happen because they don't know, like, oh, the minion tanks to the aggro, which means that the tower doesn't hit them. But as soon as you show her, you just EQ the Vayne, she's dead. Like, look how much damage they do to her. This is like a dive opportunity if I looked at the map like at that time. Like, I just looked around, just press a button, and then you see it as a dive opportunity. I noticed that everybody's on this side of the map. Oh, this is also a counter teleport. Actually, you backing up right here is actually really good. Okay. You don't need to ward that because he's literally down here. There's nobody that can come. You should actually look for teleport. Like if he commits, you teleport. If he doesn't, it doesn't look like he's gonna commit. No, no. Why? Oh my God, is he gonna get that shit stolen? No, he's not. So here's what I would do. Like he's gonna CS all of this anyway, cause like like you left the lane for a little bit, but you should just stick here for a sec and just wait to see what happens on the map. This looks like a commitment. He's gonna go to an attempt for steal. He's either gonna get the steal and flash out, or he's gonna fail the steal and flash out. Either way, he has to flash out. Jhin comes in, recovers. Oh my God, this is a kill if I see one. You, as Warwick, you ult this, and then he can't flash, and then Jhin locks him down with W, and then opens up. Okay, so now Warwick ult. Okay, W lockdown. Wow, it's like I could predict the future. Okay, now he's gonna look to. Is that? Who Tiamatted? Oh, that's him. Okay, I thought the Tiamat looks like I thought him. What the fuck? I was like, Maokai bought Tiamat. You, what? What? Hello? Oh my, so he inted. Okay, that's cool too. I didn't expect him to int. Like, he would have flashed, he would have escaped. All Jin has to do is... Jin did not skill up his ult, did he? Yeah, he did. He just hit 6, never mind. Oh my god. What am I watching? Holy shit.
It's silver.
Holy shit, that's hilarious. He just inted. Wow, that's really bad. This is not the time for you to teleport, for instance. So you can just sit here and chill and farm. You don't need to tank the creeps, it's okay. You lasted very well under tower, surprisingly. Like, you get that passive, that's not fair that you could just hit it. Oh, you missed it. Like, drag it into the... So you actually deal like half of its HP in one auto, so like when the tower hits it, you just slap it and it's gone. Like unless like the minions were unevenly like healthy, like when they have like that weird amount of HP that you can't just last it, then you can use a spell. So he left the map. You have two options. You may follow and teleport here onto one of these minions, or you just shove hard. And what I would do personally is, because you're minus 19, I would shove hard. And the reason I would shove hard is because I draw pressure. You've lost lane priority, so he has the first move to leave. You have to re-establish lane priority before you actually leave. Otherwise, you miss all this CS. So that's one creep you miss, for example. You lost another, like by leaving, you just lost like 20, 40, plus 60. So you just lost 100 gold, but then another wave is about to crash into them. So that's another 100 gold. No, 100. This is 60, this is also 60, so that's 120, this is 40. So you lost about 300 gold just leaving this lane, potentially. And then this kind of just, this whole thing just kind of, nothing happens here. And then your lane will re-establish itself, which means that by the time you get back, it's already in a negative position. And it's in a positive position for him if he uses teleport. Okay, maybe you aren't going to lose that CS. I expected the minion wave to actually die a lot faster. Okay, so then just hard shove. Now Garen has teleport. He either... What the fuck? Why is he walking back up? He should have just... Well, he actually shoved. Actually, that's pretty smart. He actually got 4 CS. He came down and picked up 4 CS. Okay, so you didn't lose 100. You didn't lose 260 gold. You actually just lost like 200-ish. Still not a good sign though, because losing gold isn't like valuable when you're behind, especially. You didn't die, but like you're technically behind because of how much you've left the lane or how much you've like neglected the last hitting. Okay, nice. Okay, so when he uses Q on minions, if you're not afraid, you can smack it with your Q also, or smack it with your auto attack also. Cause his Q doesn't do as much as you think, but his E is what scares you. But you have your shield on. Yep, that's fine. Smack him with your auto. He turns his back, you smack him with your auto. When his E is down too, you can also smack him with your auto. And this is why people sometimes, oh shit. This is why some people sometimes build some, you're in a, this is really bad, okay. So what happened here was, this is what like he does, except it mirrors what, you're doing what he does, but he punishes you for it more so than you punish him for it. So when he uses his Q and his E, he's basically a big minion after that, because all that's left in his kit is auto attacking and R, but he only R's you when you're low HP. So basically, quote unquote, he missed his shit. If he misses his Q by not targeting you and he targets a minion, then he E's the minions. He's not hitting you. So then he's on cooldown, he's on rotation, spell rotation, you know, they're on cooldown. You EQ and you miss that, you're nothing but a big minion. All you've got left is your W and your R. Then he silences you, right? So then now you're also a big minion, and he's a big minion. But he has spells because they come off cooldown, but yours just got on cooldown, so therefore you lose the trade. So as soon as you miss that EQ, you gotta back up. Like, you can't go forward. There's nothing to set up. If you were gonna set up an EQ combo, wait till he actually like pings a little bit more. Maybe he didn't ping, but he should be way closer. This guy's not as fast as you think. He has no boots. If you press tab, you check his items. If he has boots 2-2, then he's faster, so you calculate his distance a little bit sooner. But this is a way too early of engage. This is like this is where you just gave up the kill for free without a single point of pressure in return. There's nothing you get out of doing this too early. I would have waited until he's around this bush, like this is the territory, because then all he has to do is walk up, cast his W as like a preemptive thing, like right around here, then tumble forward into prepping it, and that's where it gets clean. So I would have waited a little bit longer, and I would have actually considered continuing my last hitting, because that just gives you a lot of minions. Because you're very close to level 8, which allows you to get a second point in either your E or your W, which allows you to have a thicker shield or B a thicker stronger E, like more damage on the E but more attack speed to win trades. As soon as he does this, you're basically done. So, oh, and then Maokai comes and shows up. So then, like, as soon as, like, this is where, like, I would wait. Again, I would still wait. You miss all these creeps, I would still wait, and I would wait till you get around. He gets around here. If he sees his Maokai, oh shit, I should engage. It's 2v2. But if he says no, go for it, then you wrap around, go down, and fight 2v1 the Maokai. Garen shows up a little late because he doesn't know what he's doing. Now here, you're actually forced to teleport top. Okay, maybe not. It's a cannon minion wave. Yeah, you have to teleport top. You spawned in 7. I thought you spawned in like 2 more seconds. And the reason you teleport top is because it's a cannon minion wave. That's actually why I said it. Yeah. You can't miss it. You're also minus 40. Okay, so just start last hitting. When you teleport, you should be looking at your items to buy. Okay, you rush Cleaver. That's awkward. So what you should have done is you should just start spam right clicking, just like so you initiate a command as soon as you land, not just like stand still for that brief second. Because like if you're up against like a Maokai or a Swain or like somebody that could, or a Thresh like that's over the wall, all he has to do is just time his hook as soon as you teleport, and like if you didn't issue a command, you would get hooked. Like a good Thresh would time it absolutely perfectly, but like right there you gave him like a little window of opportunity. Though it's really small, you did miss out on a creep. And we call this the scavenger technique. You basically, okay, all right. You're set, yeah. So this is where your flash would come in handy. You just flash Q him. The scavenger technique is basically you just take when you're behind, you take all the farm that you can because you're just behind and you desperately need that gold in order to come back into the game. In here, this is just really poor last hitting on your part. But outside of that, the decision to go in when you have no rotationals on spells or you just miss your combo. It's like Lee Sin Q. You miss the Lee Sin Q, you're basically useless because that's your only damaging ability. You know, all you have left is your W and your E. That does not as much damage as your Q. It's really awkward. Slice him up. Yeah, cut that guy. Okay, stable lanes, nothing to do about it. So because you have no summoners, this is where you actually start normally play safe. Hit that minion. Fuck. If you Q them and then you auto them, you can actually hit them for a lot more. Because your passive will also, because you Q shreds through their armor, and that's where your Titanic Hydra and stuff come in, because then you get an auto Q, you Q them, then you auto Titanic Hydra, and then you auto again. If they're not like chunked to 50%, then that means you're doing something wrong, which usually means that they have a lot of fucking armor. So yes, Cleaver, you should back up. The Phage itself is a fine option, but what I would recommend is just getting the Tiamat. That allows you to like you just allow it just pushes out waves quicker. You auto, and then like you notice your Q like lowers their HP to a point where you can just last it in with one auto. But instead of doing that one auto, just press Tiamat and it kills all of the creeps anyway. It's basically equivalent to a half, like maybe one auto, half an auto. This is easy. Just walk up and EQ him or W him. Okay, he's feared. That's fine. Good job. Close. You don't want to let your teammates die, especially when a Warwick is out of control. What I would have recommended that you do right there was you EQ first and try to land the knockup. Otherwise, walk up and W him so increase the slow. And then like you know the point blank EQ I like. Because you can't really miss that because it's just so close that he doesn't have an open window of opportunity to dodge it. So that's actually really good on your part. I noticed the Thunderlords. I forgot about Thunderlords. I keep assuming that you had like another mastery. It's just funny seeing the lightning proc at the weirdest times. It's like, all right, that's cool. Okay. Actually, wait. You're sitting on a decent amount of gold. I would still push And the reason why is because this minion wave, you just can't miss it. And what happens is he's gonna lose all these creeps for free because there's no minions to contest it. You should have just stayed on it. Because he just died and he doesn't have teleport. So then you could just get, because he has to walk back to lane now. And if he's walking back to lane, he's losing all these creeps. But now you do this, what this means is this lane is going to be in his favor. Because he's going to show up and he's going to be safe under his tower. But, I mean, like, alternatively, there's pros and cons to it. But, like, okay, so he's here. Now he's just going to last hit under tower safely. So that's why you should have killed the wave too. Because then it just would have landed into the tower. And then he's like, oh shit, now I have to last hit under tower rather than last hit outside the tower. He got all those creeps for free. At least you're not minus 40 anymore. You're only minus 25, 24. So it's not as bad. So you close the difference. He only has like 25 gold of creeps higher. So you rush Cleaver. I think they rushed Titanic Hydra. I'm not sure, but like I know you get Tiamat. Like you buy items based on you buy components, and you are strong that way. Like component by component. Oh no, you should hold on to the flag. Use it as like it takes 2 spells for you to use your initiation, which kind of sucks, but yeah, just try to hold on to your EQ combo. The Rift Herald was just deployed them now. Okay. Nice. I like that. So that's what you should be doing at level 1. Like that's the kind of like you see how much damage you did to them. That's the same thing, just reflect that at level 1. Okay, so what people do is they actually rush Cleaver and not Titanic. Okay, so they do get the Titanic second. Okay, yeah, so the Titanic comes second. Cleaver comes first. That makes sense. And then after that they go hard tank. Yep. Okay. But they don't build Duskblade. Where's the part where you? Oh, it's because nobody's played him in this patch. Got it. Oh, this is a free tower. Wow, they just let it get. Okay. No. You just tank it. 1 auto. It's fine. You were gonna kill it anyway. No. Push the wave too. You should have just queued it and then left. Because then he has to stay and kill all these creeps. He's not going to chase you down and then ignoring these creeps. I mean, if he is, then you just kind of just W him and walk away. It's not that, like, he's not that scary. Like, once he gets onto you, like, it's kind of, he'll have nothing after his E is off, and you should be able to tank it. I think that the best boots in this game is Ninja Tabi. I just feel that, personally. Because of all the shit that's going on. Okay, so you last hit these creeps. Like, most of this game is just you kind of farming. And just me watching you farm. Oh my god. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, alright. Just outplayed himself. Wow, alright, nice, okay. Very close, very close. Wait, Q him. Wait, Q him. Your Q is up. Just Q him. Yeah, I was like, what? Why did that take you so long? He's like dead. It does a lot of damage. Good job, alright. Good shit. Now, you push the wave. Like, man, you guys like really want to push that wave. Holy shit. So this is what we call a rotational play, where you would actually normally just go bottom after this, but the thing is that your bot lane isn't in position to counter rotate. Like they should be going top. You should switch lanes, but it doesn't work like this because your team's already like in that wrong position. So instead, just take this tower. Drop your E on the floor. It'll increase their attack speed. I think. Does that still do that? Yes. Yeah, it does. Okay, so just drop it on the floor next time. That way you give them a faster method of clearing the tower, because it's really important that you guys clear towers. You guys don't have like, oh wait, does he have Lich Bane? No, he has Sheen. That's close enough. He does a lot of raw damage to the tower, so you kind of just like take advantage of that. So this is where you guys Tiamat. I would buy. Yeah, okay. You get it early because they get it early. You get it like component by component. So you would go Phage Tiamat and then you finish Cleaver when you can. But since you rush Cleaver first because you have the gold for it, that's actually effective. That's called buying on gold, because you just happen to have gold for it. Just buy it. That's fine. But normally what I would do is I would have just bought like multiple Tiamat. I would have rushed Tiamat first. And the reason why is because it's a good laning tool, like a defensive laning tool. Phage is secondary because Phage is more of like you're rushing for kill pressure. Okay. See how you play out these team fights. This is an easy EQ, yeah. Nice, very solid. Turn off, okay, turn off, nice. Good smite by Warwick, good ward by Warwick. Time that flash. Next time you guys see the Vayne, she has no flash. That's an NA flash right there. Always want to time your summoners. Remember when Garen flashed earlier and then you EQ'd after? Make sure you keep in mind that there's a flash timer for that. That's 5 minutes, so just look at the clock and then just add 5 to whatever the time is, or just ping the flash, then add 5 minutes to the ping timestamp, wherever it is, And that way you know that the opponent has no flash for 5 minutes, which means A, an open gank for your jungler, or B, increased kill potential for you because you have 2 combat summoners that you're currently using, and he has none. He has no teleport, he has no flash. Therefore you're ahead, and all he can do is run away, and then you have like a very long gap closer, you also have R, blah blah blah. So right there, that was pretty solid. I like the EQ, and then I like the ulti, very good. The slam dunk does a lot of damage. Like nobody expects that much damage from the J4 with only 1 item, but it just does that much damage. Now imagine what you could do with Titanic Hydra. You can obviously W him right here. Nice. Okay, so now he can't continue. Instead, you should just focus on last hitting because you want to push that wave. Because the next thing you want to do is you want to okay, you can actually kill him now because he made a mistake. Auto. Yeah, okay. Nice job, Garen. You really just inted it down. For some reason, I thought he killed all 3 of those creeps right there. Okay. He's really taxing your ass, Jesus. But, to be fair, there's a lot of damage. So in this case, your team is kind of carrying you, but that doesn't mean you should stop pulling your weight. Like, you should actually still try to look to actively contribute. In this sense, you're basically going to be playing the defensive supportive style. So, there are only 3 champions that are allowed to get on your backline. Which, that can't, I mean, sorry, not allowed, what the heck, that's the wrong word. There are only 3 champions that can get onto your backline. Garen, Maokai, and Zed, because they all have ways to get to them. What you could do is you can A, dive their backline with your frontline, aka your Warwick and Echo, you may dive them. Or B, you peel for your AD carry, your Jhin. So Jhin is dead right now, right? I mean, you're a little late to the team fight. That's okay. Let me just see how you play this out before I make my commentary. Remember, Vayne has no flash. If you time that, you would know that, right? So all you have to do is EQ R, EQ R, and then ignite her. Oh, she's done. There's no way she can escape this. Okay, she stays in. Okay, R her. No, I would R her actually. Like, though you look like you're backing up. Look right here, and then yeah, he's a little low. That's fine. R him. The reason why you R her is because she can't continue this pathing because she'll get stunned. And then you R her, it'll lock her in here. And she can't, again, continue the pathing to chase down the Warwick. All you got left is this guy. But, that's okay. Okay, look how low that is. That's not Warwick, that's... What the fuck? Where the fuck is Warwick? Wait, why am I feeling that Warwick's here? Whoa, Warwick's right there! Oh, this is Veigar. Oh yeah, Veigar's dead then. Fuck that. Whoops. I thought that was Warwick for some reason. It's because I see this icon. Okay, so he's dead. And then you're gonna EQ. Oh, that's not good. She tumbled. Oh, she tumbled into the stun. Yeah, okay, yeah. So see, like... Here's what I would have done. See, I knew you were gonna do that much damage. Like, holy fucking shit. So you R him, right? And then she's trapped in there. So all that damage is in there. But what you do after is you finish her off, right? You EQ. Then she gets knocked up, setting up the kill for Echo. Smooth path down, and you close a major distance between him and Garen, or yourself and Garen. And the reason why that's important is because now Garen can't deal damage to you, and then you can pick this guy up for free. Then you 2v1. He decides to come back into the team fight, 3v1. But now you're close to him, so you actually might take some damage. See, like, this is a little... Got the fear off. Nice fear. Yep. Nice CC lock. Yeah. So you would not have been able to get that low, and the reason why is because you closed the distance between yourself and Soraka by using an ulti. And the reason why you ulti first onto her is because she's trapped in such a confined area, and you know that she has no flash on her cooldowns. So therefore that she has a very low opportunity to escape. You dunk her and then you zone her off like completely, because then even if that cage goes down, the stun cage from Veigar goes down, she can't fucking move. Like, she can't tumble, you know. And even if she did tumble, she'll either A, tumble into the wall, or B, she has to walk into the wall then tumble, because the interaction is if she walks to the wall then tumbles, she gets out of it. But she has to walk to it, and then you just finish her off before then, because you have Thunderlords, you have massive amounts of damage, because your first auto will hurt them. And with Grasp or Thunderlords in this case it's fine, because the Thunderlords proc also helped kill her. But if you had Grasp, you'd also deal extra damage. Oh, let me give you a link. These are pro builds for it. You see this as their masteries. They go 85%, 86% of the players go whatchamacallit, Grasp. and all of them go flash 100% of the time, and 92% of them take fucking, you know, teleport. I don't know what they take. Smite. Don't take the smite. Jesus Christ. What you can do there is you can copy their builds, and you notice that they build Black Cleaver first, but a majority of them also have the Tiamat just sitting in their inventory unfinished. I would personally finish the Titanic Hydra because it is solo queue, and they playing in competitive queue where they need the tanky stats first. Also, they get an abnormal amount of farm. So, looking at your CS count, it's at 1, 2, 3 right now. Imagine if you just had, let's say, I'm gonna up it by 40, right? So 40 CS is a lot of CS. Well, you have the Titanic Hydra finished now, but you would actually have, if you had 40 CS, you'd be very close to finishing your Gargoyle Stone play, allowing you to be a massive frontline threat. That's it. That's a huge difference. Because right now you're sitting on 900. That's Chain Vest, and the other half, Negatron Cloak. You would just have 2 like raw tank items, and then you finish the component as soon as you finish this team fight here because you have enough to buy it. You know, so you'd have a lot more to offer for your team. Yeah, this team fight's a little awkward. That's fuck Garen silence too. Don't worry, I feel you. Fucking stupid ass champion. You should think you maxed that shit first, but you don't. I mean, it's already obnoxious enough, but shit. Ooh. Okay, he should really just run back to his team. Like he doesn't. Okay, this is fine. Also, you don't want to let these lanes like you see what he's doing. Even though like you're pressuring to end the game, you shouldn't let these like the reason you take teleport, and you already have it. I'll just reinforce it, but he doesn't. Echo is a champion that's supposed to take teleport too because he excels with it, but he didn't take teleport because like wow, lol. So what you should be doing is, if this wave down that bot lane ever crashes like really far, you gotta answer it. You walk down, you answer it with your EQ autos, blah blah blah. Then you go back top, and if this crashes, you answer it. You're constantly answering side lane waves, top and bot, top and bot, top and bot, making sure that they'll never like crash into a tower for free like this one. And you do that, and your team looks around, and they look for a flank. You teleport into them, and you come from behind, and then you fuck up their backline. So that's usually the game plan when you play with teleport top laners. Also, you mass a lot of CS for free, and you get ahead of your opponents, and that allows you to buy items and shit. Oh, you're actually building gargoyles. That's actually pretty good. There's gonna be one team fight I want to go over in particular. As soon as I get to it, I can though. This is a very bad position. Oh my god. Oh my god. The CC lock is unreal. Okay, so first thing is that yes, this crab is priority. But I'm pretty sure you have 2. Oh, you don't have 2 trinket wards? Okay. I was thinking you have a control ward in your. It's like some sort of vision control in your inventory. If you have a control ward, you would place it right here, because then you would see this guy, and then you would back up. While your team is here, it's better to wait it out a little, because your bot lane is already shoving, which will force somebody to answer it. And by forcing somebody to answer it, it'll allow your team to have a 5v4 scenario to do Baron. Or you just prep the Baron. If you had a control ward, just place it right here, then just go back to top lane and farm this wave out. Either way, something that could have been done to avoid this situation was not overcommitting. Oh, you don't need to EQ there. Oh, okay, that's why. Oh, and he had smite. Okay. Wow, where'd you smite the crab? Jesus Christ, that desperate for fucking money? Jesus. Yeah, now you bring Warwick into the mess too, so then he dies for free. And then if they rush Baron, they get it. Because you don't have any way of stopping it. Unless those guys make it there in time, but you guys, they have a Vayne. And their Maokai is like very durable. Their Zed's defending with his last sliver of hope. They're Garen too, holy shit. Nobody warded Baron, right? Oh my god, they didn't do Baron? They're, oh my god. They have a Raka, they don't take damage. Dumb. Okay, Echo, you're kind of funny. If you're gonna fucking like do the tumble thing, at least drop your W so that you can prep it. It forces them to move. Like, that was the dumbest W I've ever seen. What a waste. Nice. Nice. Okay. Okay, this will be the end of the game. So you have teleport. Oh, he killed the last creep. Fuck! I was gonna say, as soon as they show up here, you either A, teleport bottom, or you teleport mid. Okay, never mind. It's not safe to teleport bottom anymore unless he leaves. Because the reason why is because then you ram this wave into the minion, or into the Nexus turrets. While they're clearing this. Because then they'll be busy dealing with you, and you should be so tanky that they can't deal with you as fast, which means that you get a free inhibitor. Vayne played that perfectly. Fucking dumbass Jin running through tower. I think he's so funny. Stay in it, stay in it, stay in it. Stay in it, run up to the bush, hide in the bush, take a little bit more damage, but then Echo would have gotten the stun off, allowing you to get away scot-free. It's like a redemption, sort of. It's his thing is like it's how his thing works. Like you notice like he actually like stood in it while Garen was not in it, and then like the W landed. Like if he stays in it and Garen's in it, then he gets stunned. So like that was a stun up. He's gonna fucking die. Holy shit, these guys. So I wouldn't have teleport. I would not have teleported bot. This is an okay teleport. Alternatively, I would just teleport mid and just kind of like sit there. But this is a good one because it's catching the wave. Proc your Titanic Hydra unless you already did in order to push the wave faster because you auto, and then your Titanic Hydra is a forced reset. Like it's an procking it gives you it's an auto attack reset and it works on towers. It's really dangerous. You can fight this if Echo responds. Otherwise,
so this is where I come in and get a quadra.
Serious? All right, let's see how it goes. Okay, well I mean that's a okay. All right, I see how it goes. You flag her? Okay, yeah, I kind of felt like you were gonna flag her. It's not gonna happen. He's too tanky.
Yeah, this is where it goes bad.
Just ignite him.
Just caught all my skill rotations wrong. By the time I got around to him, he moved out.
It's okay. Just focus on end game, and then it's over. I see. So the big factor there is that you could have actually had a lot more HP had you farmed a little bit better to say like get plus up it by 40, and you would have had a Gargoyle Stoneplate coming into that fight, which allows you to become a massive threat. And Titanic Hydra would have dealt a lot more damage. So the problem stems from the first problem stems from your last hitting in lane. So your laning phase is actually pretty weak. You don't know what you're doing to control the lane, so you just like let it push into you, and then that plays it too defensive. While that allows your jungler to gank for you, it's not as effective, and the reason why that's not as effective is because it just like yes, you shove you let him, you're safe under tower, but at the same time you potentially one lose a lot of creeps, and two you can also lose on kills, and he can also harass you for free because like he just ease you while you're trying to CS, and you're under tower trying to CS, so it's like you're gonna get wrecked. So slowly but steadily. You're afraid to take trades, so the trades are really awkward. And because you're afraid to take trades, it makes it very hard for me to say anything, because when you have the items ready to fight and stuff like that, it's just like so much better for you to force a whatchamacallit. It's so much better for you to force a little bit of an early trade with grasp and your passive and your Q if you land it. Let's go back to, let me see if I can go back. Can't go back to the team fight now. I have to reload. I would have to reload the replay. Okay. There's one team fight I wanted to go over. Aside from this, minions last hitting. Just focus on last hitting when they're as low as possible, and just right click them with Jarvan, because your Jarvan passive will just guarantee the last hit. Don't hit them at half HP. That's too ambitious. That pushes the wave because you're doing it too soon. Let me load up the team fight. I had one in particular. I just need to check it. Let it load a little. Oh my god, load. Oh, I didn't notice this at level 1. This is fine. Like, all I'm just saying is, yeah, that's good. Like you're guarding this. A cheese jungler would have been like Graves, and he would have just done, like, he would have checked it and just done the red. We gotta go hella past this. Why did it take so long for him to... What? Oh, I thought he ran out of... Oh my god, he ran out of shot. Oh no, he stopped. He canceled it early. Just shoot him. Wow. Okay, so you fight here. Hang on, I'm trying to remember. Yeah. Okay, you take this tower. You bought Tiamat. I think this is it. Is this not it? No, I don't think this is it. Then you just... No, this is not the fight. This is the first fight. So it's like the next fight after. It's the part where you kill the vein, so it's like a little right here. Let me check if it's the right one. It's like, I'm 90% sure this is the right one. So you're running it down, right? Look, notice that they didn't answer this wave. This is an opportunity for you to teleport. So you teleport here, and you just go help them out. You get there sooner instead of walking straight down. That was the other thing. I was busy talking about something else, but yeah, that was I saw an opportunity for you to teleport here because I noticed that these two guys just completely ignored this fucking wave. So this is basically a flank, and then this will allow them to either they become hesitant as soon as they see a teleport. So as soon as you teleport there, like they will either, oh shit, Jarvan's coming. They either back up or they overcommit, and if they overcommit, you punish. You're Jarvan, you EQ, you know, under tower, blah blah blah. Nice heal. Auto attack. Lands the shuriken. He's dead. See ya. Nice job dodging the shuriken. Instead of moving up, you move in a straight line. So you would have completed your teleport by about now, and then easy pick, easy pick. Good job. But you showed up at a different time, and it was okay. And then you know, like by the time you show up, like it's just time for cleanup. As soon as this cage comes out, it's over. Vayne no flash, we know this already. Don't need to do this, because look, she doesn't take damage from anything. R itself does all the damage. And then you finish her. See? So you're fine. So you should have just R'd her initially from the start, like I said, like before. And that's pretty much it. Like, R'ing them first is also another... deciding whether or not to R them first is like important too, because like some champions with gap closers, such as like, let's say Shen, if you EQ them, knock them up, then R them, right? They just dash out. But if you R them first, then they dash out, then you EQ to chase them. That's the reason why it's really important. Everybody has the ability to fucking get out of fucking, you know, Jarvan's ulti. So like fucking Sejuani could just dash out of it. Shen could dash out of it. Vayne can tumble out of it apparently, because that's a really nice interaction that the game has. So your goal is to get them locked down. Because you were already in the position where she couldn't escape that little section. You lock her down. It's point and click. Also, you can't miss it. Then you EQ them after they try to get out. And then also, you can also keep them trapped inside the pit. And leave the pit itself. You know, like, so that was another possibility. And that's pretty much it. The only thing that could have been done there was just, like I said, a teleport. A flank, you come in, you get two extra assists or kills. And then if they continue to commit, they commit. If they don't, you get an objective at the side. You push mid, you push together. They try to defend. You kill them the same way. So that's all hindsight, of course. But like that's what I would have done. I would have teleported a little sooner, because they didn't answer the side wave. It's a punish technique. Ignoring this, like the rest of the team, like they did whatever they could. You did a lot of damage. Not as much as a solo laner should, but like they outshined you, so that's fine. He went 4-9, lol. Item build wise, yeah, you're fine. I would do the same style build. I don't think I have anything else to add, because there wasn't really anything other than the iffy laning phase towards the beginning. But this is like something you can work on because you don't have that many ranked games played, so this will allow you to like have something to go into the next game, like something to think about in the next game. There's a lot to think about, but it just becomes primal, like instinct eventually, because you play you just start playing enough, and like it just becomes like stable in your mind, like, oh, okay, I get it, I see the situation. Because the biggest thing about laning phase, and it's one of the reasons why I'm really weak at it, is because you have to adapt constantly, and no matter how bad it is, you have to adapt. You force yourself to adapt to it, and that's what makes a good laner. For a season, that's why I switched to jungle, and I was like, I don't want to lane this season. I just don't feel like laning. My best account, I guess, is this one, and like I'm not a great laner, but like I'm a great farmer. Well, not for these farms. That's a terrible farm example. Where's the part where I get like mass farm? This is like silver though, but I got place platform flex. Like it's just like 8.4 CS a minute. Like I focus primarily on farming, because that's what's gonna keep me in the game. Because I know that like after a certain amount of items, I become a threat. So that's another thing you should factor in. Like, when do you become a threat? Well, we know that Tiamat Hydra is like a massive threat for you, right? So, Tiamat, no, not Tiamat Hydra. The fuck, Cleaver Tiamat into Hydra is a massive threat for you because you are very, very strong. When you have those two items. Once you get so like how soon can you get those two items based on your farm? Well, that's up to you, not up to me. And then because that's up to your last hitting skills. Then there's the other threat, which is what do you come in with tanky items. Right there, I would have, yeah, Gargoyle Stoneplate, and then you build based on the situation. Guardian Angel seems like a great idea. Randuin's Omen is always a good idea. They had like really no magic resist, but if you wanted to build a magic resist item, I'd probably do Abyssal Mask or Adaptive Helm. Like you just kind of build based on the situation, seeing which one does a lot of damage, and then you become a threat. J4 is always going to be a threat, but he does die fast, and that's where the reason why he's in the meta now is because of Gargoyle Stoneplate. I believe there was a video on YouTube. Let me see. Why J4? Oh, no, J4 top. It's just called J4 top guide or something like that. I don't remember. Someone posted it on. Is it Foxdrop? Let me see. Was it this one? It might not be him, but there was someone that posted a thread on Reddit of why J4 top is seen in the meta right now, and then it's a little old. Jarvan top. Let's see. Sort by new, maybe. It is a very, very old. Jesus Christ. If it's not here, then it's like it's no big deal. But it was telling you exactly why Jarvan is good. So I watched that video and I like read into it. I looked at the Korean server and see like exactly what they're doing, and yeah, he's right. Like why Jarvan is meta, I guess. Why Jarvan is meta video. Reddit? Come on. Somebody help me out with something here. Nothing? Yeah, here you go. Maybe this comment will help you out. Easy and safe laning phase, most meta matchups. The tanks get fucked by him. Blah blah blah. Fuck, there's nothing there. Also, Jax is your worst matchup. According to what people said, Jax fucks you up. Because you go in, but he can go in or out. Like, it's kinda awkward, so just be careful of Jax. That's all I gotta give you for advice for. If you're crazy, ban Jax. That's a Hutchinson move right there. But you don't have to ban Jax, I'm just saying. Like, he's your only worst matchup. Take Flash, because I mean, it's very difficult to produce the EQ combo, but like Flash R'ing someone to delete them is huge. Flash R'ing to zone people off in the back line. Just having the flashes is very important as a mechanic. And that's pretty much it. That's all I can say for this one session. You still have like, future sessions with me. You got 4 more, right? If I'm not mistaken. Jesus, what's with OPGG?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got 4 more. I have 4 more. Yeah. So now I'm gonna hop into another one with someone else, and then you can just message me if you get another replay available, and then we'll go over that one.
All right, sounds good.
Alright, so this is gonna be uploaded on YouTube like sometime next week. I gave you my channel so that you can just check that out. Like in the case that like you need to re-review something, it's open for the public, you know.
All right.
That's pretty much it. Okay.
All right.
See
Thanks,
ya.
man.
Alright guys, that was J4 Top. Coaching J4 Top in Silver 3. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys next session. I have another one to hop into right now.